What's going on, guys? It's John here from Hot Take Hockey to give you another video regarding the Tampa Bay Lightning and Yanni Gourde. So before I get into the video, if you guys like the content on our channel and you like what I'm providing for you here on Hot Take Hockey, please subscribe to the channel and look for more content daily as we go through the 2018-2019 NHL season and moving forward into the future with this channel. So today, Friday, November 2nd, Yanni Gourde re-signs with the Tampa Bay Lightning, a 6-year contract worth $5.1666 million. So a guy that goes undrafted, gets signed as a free agent, a late bloomer as well. So he goes to the Lightning last year, getting 25 goals, 64 points. This is a guy that's filled in real nicely in their second, third line range. He's a top 9 guy on a lot of teams either way, but for Tampa Bay, he's really versatile. He can play center, he can play wing. New GM, of course, Steve Yzerman steps down, so Brisebois is the new GM, and he makes his first big splash as GM for the Lightning today, signing Yanni Gourde to the 6-year contract. So today I'm going to be talking about what this means for the Lightning moving forward, as well as what it means for Brayden Point, as you can see in the title. Brayden Point is a guy that he's going to need a new contract at year's end. He's going to be an RFA. He's going to be in the same situation as the Toronto Maple Leafs are with William Nylander. At the end of the year, I think it's about 14, 15, 16 players. The Lightning are going to be tied up for 72.4 just on those players alone. Of course, to start a season, you need a 23-man roster. That leaves about 7 or 8 roster spots that they're going to need to fill on top of Brayden Point. But to talk about Yanni Gourde first, as I said, I'll just pull up the stats to give you guys a visual. So like I said, 64 points in 82 games last year, 25 goals. This year so far, 12 games, he's got 12 points to show for, already 4 goals. He's going to be on pace for another year of 25 plus goals. So where Yanni Gourde fits into this lineup, he's going to be sitting on that second power play unit. He can play on the penalty kill. He's going to be in the future. They're looking for him to be actually kind of laying comparisons to being the undrafted, the next, not to the standards of what Martin St. Louis did for the Lightning, but kind of that type of player, small, gritty, really smart with the puck, can be a little bit of a playmaker while actually consistently putting up the goals for what the Lightning are looking for in their bottom half of the lineup. But Yanni Gourde's a guy that can really slot in under their top 6 anytime. He's probably going to play a lot of third line as well. But so far in this season, we've seen him play great with Tyler Johnson. So it really depends what the Lightning are looking for. And to transition this video into Brayden Point, because it does tie together a lot, Brayden Point or Tyler Johnson, in my opinion, will be looking on the outside. Tyler Johnson making now similar cap as Yanni Gourde. Brayden Point's going to command at least $7 million. He's going to look at Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl. He's going to look at that as a comparison. He's going to look at whatever William Nylander signs with Toronto. He's going to look at other guys that have 6.57, that he's actually getting more points than. If Yanni Gourde's getting 5.1 and Brayden Point the last 2 years has put up 15, 20 points more, you've got to look at that and say he's a centerman as well. He's a lot more explosive. He's a lot more a complete player. So a guy that's explosive like that, that's a lot of why people always say in the last 6, 9, 12 months that Connor McDavid has become the better player than Crosby, is because of the explosiveness, because of the need of speed in today's NHL. So that's where I bring Brayden Point. If he's going to command $7 million plus, the Lightning already have, with 14, 15, however many players it is, for 72.4. They better hope that the cap raises above 80 million, or else that 7 or 8 that goes towards Brayden Point, you're going to have 6 or 7 players that you're going to have to sign for the league minimum, which is not ideal at all. And obviously is what Toronto, Pittsburgh, Chicago has had to do in the past. You've seen it with LA as well. The Lightning, you know what? You've got to get used to it as a Lightning fan, as part of the team, that it's going to start having to happen. You're going to have to start signing players to league minimum. But that's why I said if you re-sign Brayden Point, it most likely means Tyler Johnson's looking from the outside, possibly a trade out of Tampa Bay. And for Yanni Gourde, to bring it back to the contract itself, what I think about it, I think it's a good bet to take. I will say I look at Hornqvist's contract with Pittsburgh. It reminds me a little bit of that, but of course Yanni Gourde is 5 or 6 years younger than Hornqvist, so it's a little different in that aspect. But at the end of the day, if Yanni Gourde can go 4 or 5 years straight of 20, 25 goals, 60 to 70 points, which I mean, we're really unsure at this point if he's gonna continue on with that, because I think Yanni Gourde's really what we see with Yanni Gourde is that small, gritty. He has a lot of energy to him, and he's really versatile in terms of he can play any position up front. But at the end of the day, for me, it's a big bet. We see it all the times. You make this bet early on rather than a bridge deal. You saw the biggest one for me in the league right now is Roman Josi. Nashville skipped that bridge deal, sign it for 4, and that looks like one of the biggest steals in the league. Obviously, Yanni Gourde at 5.166 isn't going to be a huge steal, but in the long run, if Yanni Gourde is scoring 25, 30 goals, that's going to look like a really fair and good contract, especially if we're seeing the cap continue to go up over $8 million. So that's it, guys, for my analysis. I do appreciate you guys joining in, because I did do this live. I can obviously give you guys a quick shout out, but I hope you guys all subscribe to the channel if you are new. Jack Ryan, Notification Gang, how's it going? Alex, Joey, how's it going, guys? Thank you guys all for joining me again live. But if you aren't live or you have more to say to me, definitely just comment afterwards on the video. You know I check that out. I always reply to you guys. And subscribe for more content. I hope you guys, you don't have to agree with me on my opinions here, but definitely respond to them. I would like to think that my knowledge is there, but for this situation for Yanni Gourde, decent signing, definitely a risk, but could be a high risk, high reward. And it definitely affects the Brayden Point situation. I think he's definitely going to command closer to the 8, and I think he possibly even deserves it more than what William Nylander. Brayden Point has been in a smaller role with Tampa Bay and has, I think, produced a little more efficiently last year than Nylander did, especially in the playoffs, because Nylander was kind of invisible in the playoffs. So I think that is an aspect to compare. So we'll definitely see how William Nylander pans out with his contract, and now with Yanni Gourde. Both definitely affect Brayden Point, and it'll be really interesting to see how the Lightning move forward, because as much as I can say the Leafs are in a cap crunch, now with this Yanni Gourde signing, the Lightning are too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is John from Hot Take Hockey. Peace out.